Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is RBT and welcome back to another episode of the Minnesota Vikings Madden 18 Connected Franchise Series. Once again, as always, start off the episode by thanking you guys so much for the support on this series. It's still been pretty freaking mental, so thank you guys so much. I'm glad you guys are still here watching the series and still enjoying it as much as you ever had. So, if you guys still are enjoying the series and want to see more of it on the channel very soon within the next couple days, let me know by dropping a like. Let's see if we can continue the trend of this series smashing 2,000 likes every single episode. We're in week 4, going to be taking on the Detroit Lions. We've been playing pretty freaking well, 3-0 on the year, playing this game at home. No reason we shouldn't get today's win. Have a very big, very important part of our schedule coming up as we play, I think. The next 3 games all are against divisional foes. So if we win all 3 of these games, we'd be sitting very pretty in terms of winning our division already, like halfway through the season to be at the end of these 3 weeks. Because every team in our division is 1 and 2, so we're already kind of starting to break away a little bit. And if we win all 3 games, heck, we'll probably be like 2 or 3 games already ahead in first place. But with that said, boys, I'm going to jump right into today's episode. Be sure, if your trade suggestion is not listed or featured in today's episode, to be sure to leave them as a comment in the comment section below. And as always, the ones with the most thumbs up will be the ones I go after in the next episode. With that said, let's jump into trade suggestion number 1. This one has 278 thumbs up, and this one tells me to get a player that's pretty good. That isn't too original, but it's still a good player to add to the team, and that is none other than Marshall Yanda. Miles Lumet, probably butchered your name completely, says he's cheap and easy to get. And we might be able to play him at left tackle. See, I mean, he is really cheap. He's a 98 overall, only worth $1.58 million. So why not take advantage of this? Now, let's see. I'm not sure what it's necessarily going to take to bring him in. I think it'd take... Let's throw in 2 fists from next year to see what this even does. It's like a fourth of the way, so it's not going to be that hard, I don't think, to get him. We do have to find a player they are interested in. Pat Effeline or Jeremy Zuta? Jeremy Zuta is a player from the very beginning I said we willing to trade away. Don't know if this deal would go through straight up, but I'm going to try to bring in a draft pick on top of him just in case it would. So Marshall Yanda, a 6 and a 7 for Jeremy Zuta. And it's in the yellow, so it's pretty close. So maybe take out the 6th round draft pick, and it's pretty close. So how about this straight up? And it was accepted. So that kind of took me by surprise. But for a center that we signed in free agency at the beginning of the series, and we have a very young, very good center to play in his place, we bring in a 98 overall Marshall Yanda. So let's see what I necessarily need to do with Marshall Yanda. A lot of you won't tell me to put Joe Thomas or trade for Joe Thomas, but he's worth $9 million. Only have $10 million left in our cap space. So since we have not Lane Johnson, we have Zach Martin as our backup right guard. I think I'll put, since we just got Marshall Yanda, I'm going to put him at left tackle and see what his overall is at the left tackle position, because that is one of the positions we do need to upgrade. And I'm pretty sure Marshall Yanda, although he's a card in real life, would still make for a pretty decent left tackle in Madden 18. I think he'll drop a little bit in overall. I mean, he's not I guess he'll probably still be like a 94, I would think. He still has the superstar development trait, although he's 32 years old. So converting him to the left tackle position, save changes. And if he's like a 92 or 93, I'll still be 100% happy with it. And never mind, he stays at a 98 overall. So for our starting center, who was an 84 overall, 31 years old, we get ourselves a beast, absolute beast at the left tackle position in Marshall Yanda, who we actually saved money on in that deal. We actually saved like $1 million in cap room. So that first deal was pretty easy to start off today's episode. Now moving along to the second trade in today's video that we are going to go after, and this one is pretty lit. I would say I'm actually kind of excited to get this player with 120 thumbs up. Anthony Laub wants me to bring in the main man, Justin Tucker, the highest overall kicker in this year's game. I have no idea what it's going to take to bring in Justin. Is he the highest overall player in this year's game at the kicker position? Is he the highest overall kicker? He's only at 85. I thought he was higher than that. I could be wrong when I say that. Don't believe what I just said, because I feel like there should be a kicker higher than 85 overall, but I'm going to go with what I said. He is going to be a beast if we can trade for him. I just don't know how hard it's going to be to bring in a kicker. Last year it was relatively easy, but it changes from year to year. Let's throw in a 7th. I mean, this might not even go up at all, but I just want to see. Actually, not that far away from actually going through. So let me throw in some positions they do need, because why not just go ahead and throw in a kicker, because we're not going to need Kai Forbath anymore. So we'd be able to kick like 65-yard field goals now with Justin Tucker if this does go through. Let me just try this straight up. Let me just see what this is, and yeah, that goes up a lot. That freaking goes up a lot. So let's throw in a right tackle, a backup, Jeremiah Snow. We'll keep onto him. What do we have at the backup right end position? We have Deion Jordan. I don't want to trade him away. Middle linebacker, Jalen Smith. Don't want to trade him away either. Left outside linebacker, Eric Wilson. We throw in our backup right guard is who? We don't have a backup right guard. We need to sign some free agent offensive linemen is what we do need to do. We need a right tackle as well. So how about this? It's about halfway. We might have to trade up some draft picks to be able to bring him in. But let's try, don't we have Bucky Hodges? Bucky Hodges is a player we could potentially trade away. They don't need a tight end, but I'm going to throw this in there anyway. And that's about halfway too. I wonder if any team's actually interested in Bucky Hodges. And if that's the case, since we do have Gerald Everett now as our backup tight end, we don't necessarily need Bucky Hodges. But I want to see if any team out there is interested in him so we can actually get like a good draft pick for Bucky Hodges. If we can just get a team that's like in the orange. There has to be some team out there that's at least somewhat interested in a rookie 76 overall tight end, I would think. But it looks like not one team is actually interested in Bucky Hodges. So abort mission. Actually, the Rams are. Which we're kind of finessing the Rams because we just got Gerald Everett from them. But hey, that's how Madden works. I'm going to abuse it. So let's see what we can get from the Rams for Bucky Hodges. Let me see if I can get a first rounder just to do it. And it's in the yellow. So let me try dropping down to a second round pick. See if we can get this from the Rams. And it's about exactly the same. So let's see if we can get like a third and a seventh for Bucky Hodges. And it's about exactly the same. What the heck? So I don't know what to do now. Let's try to get a second from next year instead for Bucky Hodges. And this one was accepted. So we get a second round draft pick now. I'm kind of pissed because we could have got something else. But hey, I'll take a second round draft pick from next year because I think that will be enough to be able to bring in Justin Tucker. We might actually be able to get a draft pick from the Ravens as well, because I think a second round draft pick from next year should be enough to bring in Justin Tucker. So throwing in the second rounder from next year, going back to the Baltimore Ravens, seeing if we can bring in the main kicker, Justin Tucker. And I think I'm going to also, I think this would go through straight up, so I'm going to also try to finesse him for a seventh from this year and a seventh from next year, because every deal does help, or every pick does help. And this was accepted. So for a second round draft pick from next year, we get Justin Tucker and 2 extra 7th round draft picks. So boys, those first 2 trades went by pretty quick, so we have one more trade we are going to go after for today's episode. Then we might go and sign a couple free agents, because we have 3 spots left on our roster that we need. We need some extra offensive linemen because we don't have many backups at those positions, and offensive linemen do get hurt in this year's Connected franchise for the first time ever. But with 150 thumbs up, we're going to be trying to get a wide receiver from the Pittsburgh Steelers, and that is Martavis Bryant. He's a young 82 overall receiver, and we don't necessarily need receivers, but this was highly thumbed up. But because we don't necessarily need receivers, that means that I won't force this trade to go through. Now, what I'm actually thinking, you guys might get pissed off at, but since we have enough receivers and I'm still trying to find ways to cut cap room, I'm debating whether or not I should just swap Randall Cobb for Martavis Bryant and maybe get a couple draft picks as well, because that'd be nice to fill or to save $6 million in this deal. Let me just see if there's any other positions they do want before I do pull the trigger. DJ Jones by chance, not interested in him. Left outside linebacker, they won't be interested in Eric Wilson. How about the cornerback position? We have Marcus Sherrills. So yeah, so we're getting really thin, boys, when it comes to trades. Really, really, really thin. And all we really have left is draft picks. So I think I'm going to try to get a couple extra draft picks by swapping straight up Randall Cobb for Martavis Bryant. Like I said, this would save about $6 million. And just to be careful with this deal, I'm going to also throw in like a third and a fourth and see if this will go through straight up. And no, it doesn't. I'm not sure if it would go through just Randall Cobb for Martavis Bryant. Now we're kind of in a bind. Now, take out the 4th round draft pick. It's in the yellow. So Martavis Bryant's younger, and he's a lot cheaper, but he's 4 overall lower. And that means we'd have to throw in something else on top of this deal. So is this worth it? I actually don't know if this is worth it, guys. I don't know what to do now. We have a running back that I'm still want to trade away, but I don't want to trade with Latavius Murray for a wide receiver that we don't need. I have an idea. I have a really, really good idea. And this is a comment that I wasn't going to do, but I think it's eventually going to be the most thumbs up comment. And there was a lot of him suggesting last episode I'll find a comment to feature for this player. And so instead of getting Martavis Bryant, this is the player a lot of people wanted to see. I was going to try to wait and maybe just not do it, but F it. F it. Julio Jones. You guys said he's easy to get in career mode. He's 28 years old, still in the prime of his career. I mean, it's crazy to think Julio Jones is already 28, but he still has a good 3-4 years left in him. He's still, I believe, the best wide receiver in the NFL, arguably. So let's see if we can get Julio Jones. So I will swap Randall Cobb for Julio Jones. I have no problem doing that. Hopefully they are interested in him. They are. Let me see how close this is straight up. Not really that close, so that kind of sucks. But they do need a strong safety, though. And you guys know we do have Canu Neal, who we no longer need since we have Eric Weddle at that position now. So I wonder if they're interested in Eddie Jackson. Would they be interested in Eddie Jackson? No, I don't blame them. So Canu Neal and Randall Cobb for Julio Jones. And it's in the yellow, boys. So I think now if we throw in a draft pick, that this deal would actually go through. But are there any left ends that we want to trade? Nope. Any defensive tackles? I'm trying to not throw in draft picks, but I think I'm going to have to. We'll still have 2 left over. But I think maybe a second would be enough, though. But I don't think this is enough to trade up for a second. I mean, we have 2 7ths, 2 5ths from next year, 2 6ths from next year, and 2 7ths from next year. We probably could end up getting a third out of that somehow, but I think I'm just going to throw in the first. So a first-round draft pick, Canu Neal and Randall Cobb for Julio Jones. If this doesn't go through now, I don't know what else to do. But I'm going to throw it in anyway. And the trade was accepted, boys. We get the main man, Julio Jones, and talk about spicing up this series. Julio freaking Jones for a first-round draft pick, Randall Cobb and Canu Neal. Jesus Christ. I think we traded him back to the Falcons. Didn't we initially get Canu Neal? No, it's Kenu, but I like saying Canu Neal from the Falcons. I don't know, but now we have $10 million left in cap room, and we need to sign some free agents. But, dude, I'm pretty freaking hyped that we now have Julio Jones as one of our wide receivers, still once again building an absolute incredible team. Now to sign some rookies, or sign some free agents rather. We have 3 positions we can sign. You know what? This guy's a 75 overall rookie. We might actually be able to use him in a future trade. So that's why I'm going to sign him off the Browns practice squad. We need some offensive linemen as well. We're down to $7 million, so that really does not help us out at all. We need maybe a backup center. Don't want to spend too much. So we'll go with the, you know what? We'll go with the 72 overall. Why not? He's only $1 million. We'll sign him up to the roster. And then we also have is there any good offensive linemen we could sign? Kevin Hughes, Martin Wallace, not really good at all. How about Central Henderson? He's still young, 25 years old. We'll sign him to the squad and sign one more player to the squad because we're going to end up trading away Latavius Murray before the transfer deadline does hit us. So I think I'm going to go ahead and sign myself a running back, and they're all relatively cheap. Zach Zenner's the youngest. He's only 1 year younger, though. Should we get Antonio Andrews instead? Denard Robinson would be a nice shout as well. Trey Mason, Kadeem Carey, Tariq Cohen. This is who you guys want. I know this is who you guys want. We're going to get him just because I know you guys want him. I'd rather get Antonio Andrews, but I'm kind of surprised he's on the Bears practice squad. So Tariq Cohen is going to be a member of the Minnesota Vikings. And we're down to like $2 million to spend, but we still have some players we can trade on, and so on and so forth. So, boys, that ended up being a pretty crazy first portion of today's video. Ended up getting Julio Jones, Justin Tucker, and Marshall Yanda. And we still have week 5, week 6, week 7, and week 8. So 4 more episodes compiled of trades, but as you guys see, we are starting to get a little thin when it comes to trading away for players. So I'm still going to try suggestions, but I can't promise from now on out that we get every single player that you guys asked for. I've tried so hard to get every player you guys have asked for up to this point, but I can't promise it. But still leave your trade suggestions, and I will try to upgrade at particular positions that you guys want. Like, as of right now, I really don't know what else we could use. I mean, we have great wide receivers, maybe a better left guard and center. And aside from that, on defense, maybe we get a better middle linebacker. We have two very speedy guys in Julio Jones and Jalen Smith, but they're not really high overalls. I know they're good to use at Madden, but just like when I look at this, they're just not, you know, they don't live up to the hype of the rest of the team with all these superstars. So maybe middle linebacker and right outside linebacker are positions that we do upgrade in this series moving forward in the last 4 weeks that we do have until the trade deadline is over. But with that said, boys, gonna go ahead and jump into our game for today's episode against the Detroit Lions. Be sure, like I said, to leave your trade suggestions in the comment section below, and as always, the ones with most thumbs up will be the ones that I implement into next episode. Be sure to like the video if you haven't already. With that said, let's continue our quest to 16-0 as we go ahead and we're gonna beat the Lions by like 100 points. Facts. We have a man wide open. That's going to be Stephon Diggs, who's going to make the first down reception. Nice throw from Teddy Bridgewater. I don't know why I didn't bullet past that, but nice little touch on the football to pick up our first down of the ball game. I think we have nobody. We have nobody. Duarte's coming back to the football, though. Duarte drags his feet. It makes the reception down to the 39-yard line. The Asian sensation with the catch. 25 yards into plush territory. 2nd down and 4. Looking for a player to be open on the slants. I threw that way too late. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just so stupid. God dang it. I know. Okay. Just forgive me this once. I was kidding. I just threw that interception to make the gameplay more exciting because this is going to be a blowout. That's my reasoning. 3rd down and 7, boys. Can we hold the Lions to a 3-and-out? Nope. Eric Ebron brings the ball into plush territory. 3rd down and long. Hopefully we can get the stop here because I hate when teams score when I make dumb decisions. They have a guy wide open. That could be... I thought I had the chance to, you know, pick off the route and get the interception, but I didn't. Big hit, doesn't drop it. Eric Ebron with the 2nd reception for the 2nd first down on this drive. So it looks like the Lions are going to score because I'm an idiot and throwing an interception when I know for a fact as I click the button it's going to be a pick. Just got to concentrate, man. Sometimes you lose lack of concentration, but all we can do now is be great and make up for that idiotic pick as they're just running for the first down. That's, oh boys, that's actually, I just now realized they have Jerick McKinnon as their backup running back. He's not starting for him, but that is the player we did trade to the Lions to bring in their main wide receiver, Golden Tate. So, a little bit of bad blood potentially between these two teams, or two of the players on both teams, as we're bringing the safety blitz right here. Harrison Smith, going to be all over that. Oh, he makes me look like an idiot. Run up the middle, touchdown. Theo Reddick gets into the end zone as they score a touchdown on my idiotic interception. Harrison Smith with a shoulder tear. And now I feel like an absolute freaking idiot because that's probably like a 5-week injury. And we just traded Canu Neal back to the Falcons. This is when we would be able to use him. Marshawn Lynch, a huge hold to the left. A big run, the biggest run of the game thus far. Runs right over a Detroit Lion as he gets to the 43-yard line. As I really hope we can score in this drive. 2nd down and 10. Play action pass. A is not. He is open, but we get freaking sacked. And somebody gets... I swear in this game, somebody gets injured after every single play. But anyways, 3rd down and 19. What you guys run on 3rd down and 19? I don't know. Can run a play action pass because I don't know what else to run. They brought a all-out blitz when I ran a play action, which didn't really help me out. But let's try to make up for that and pick this up right here. The post was open. The post is still open. Do I make the throw? I'm going to make the throw. Teddy B, he led him way too far. That's going to be another pick, isn't it? No! Stephon Diggs makes the reception as somebody else gets injured again. But hot darn, dude, I'll freaking take it. What a throw. I thought he overthrew that. Stephon Diggs somehow got there. An incredible catch, a lucky catch. Puts us into the red zone with a chance to tie things up going into the 2nd quarter. What to do, what to do, what to do. We have a tight end open. That's Kyle Rudolph, and Kyle Rudolph is going to get into the end zone, boys, as we are going to tie things up 7-all Like, that was a bad drive, ended up being pretty freaking lucky. Because that Stephon Diggs catch 9 times out of 8 doesn't work. And you know what? I'm being wild right here. Being a little wild. Throw the ball. Make the catch. F me. F me. So I'd like to point it out, we just hurt Marvin Jones. So now the Lions without Golden Tate, who we did trade for, and now without their other receiver, Marvin Jones. So they are down to 2 receivers that I honestly never really heard of, if I'm not mistaken. They have Galladay, Taylor, and I believe that's, I'm not going to say which Williams that is, so I'm not really sure. So 3rd down and 25. They pick this up. I'm quitting this game. I'm going to cut off my nipple hair, and I'm going to sell it to science. The post route is open. Can we get a sack? Hello? That's a flag because he threw that 35 yards after the pass the line of scrimmage. That looks like Tom Brady in week 1 of the regular season. 3rd down and 3. We're going to go hurry up and hand the ball off to Latvius Murray and see if we can pick up this 1st down. Can we do it? We have a hole. Latvius, stay up, Latvius. We have a flag. A very late flag. If this is holding, I'm going to be pissed. I'm probably about to be pissed. Holding against the offense. Holding against the offense. Great. Stephon against my wide receiver, 6. So 3rd down and 11 now. What does a man run in a situation such as this? We run out of the pistol, and we run the double flare concept. And see, it's a 4th down. Okay, they declined the penalty now. Now I don't know what to do. I'm going to run the football right up the middle. Actually, I'm not going to run up the middle. I'm going to run a power row now, out of the I formation. We have Ripkowski back there. We don't have one of the best fullbacks in the league for no reason. We've got to be able to pick up 1 yard. We go to the outside. Marshawn Lynch has so much space. Can we get past this defender? No, we do not. But we pick up a huge 1st down to the 42-yard line as our wild ways continue. Play action pass. Gerald Everett is going to have a chance to get a huge touchdown reception. He has his speed, and Gerald Everett gets into the end zone. South Alabama alumni with the touchdown. That's his 1st career touchdown reception. As I think I'm going to go ahead and just go for 2 to try to make up for the stupid extra point that I went for. Go for a Y-stick concept. And actually, I think I'm going to... No, we're going to run it. Hopefully I picked this up. Didn't put much thought into actually picking the play. But hopefully we can still pick it up regardless. Let's see here. Going to scramble with Teddy. Going to scramble. We have space to scramble. Teddy B into the end zone. As now, it is a 7-point ball game. So after a sack is a 3rd down and 17. They're actually going to hurry up after the sack. They moved the ball pretty well up to that screen pass where they got sacked. Have nobody open, got everybody covered, and eventually we get a coverage sack, 2 consecutive sacks. C. Brantley with the sack, and I'm pretty sure that's the free agent defensive tackle that we just signed previously. So now we're going to have the ball back with about... I should have called a timeout. I'm an idiot. Now we're going to have the ball back with about 35 seconds left to go with all 3 timeouts. But, I mean, that's still enough time to make something crazy happen, hopefully. If we can get a half-decent return, that's going to actually go into the end zone. But 30 seconds to score. If we can at least get a field goal, I would definitely take it as a positive. Send B up the field. This is going to be a huge play right here. This is going to be Stephon Diggs, or actually that's Golden Tate, with a huge reception down the field. They ran man. They had nobody covering the zone down the field. Got past this defender on the user playmaker. 22 seconds left to go. And just like that, boys, we are in field goal range. And just for the heck of things, boys, we've yet to see anything from Julio Jones. I might just try, if he's one-on-one with the safety, I might just throw it deep to him. Just see if he can get a touchdown. He's one-on-one with the cornerback. Julio, go up. Julio, reception, touchdown, boys. Darius Slay has nothing on the main man, Julio Jones, as he breaks 8,000 career receiving yards. 3rd down and 13. Let's see if we can get this stop. Out route, and he has been dotting up these out routes all game long. That's the one thing they have had going for him, as whoever that is gets his 1st reception of the ball game. As, I mean, if they score a touchdown here, they're right back in the ball game. And I want to tell you guys, I have no idea. Having no idea who is playing free safety right now, or strong safety, who is replacing for Harrison Smith. So 1st down and 10, as we have an unknown guy. He actually made the tackle there. That's a sack all day, brought everybody. No chance when the Vikings bring everybody up front and you run a play action pass. No chance whatsoever. So another 3rd down and long. They're, I think, on the outskirts of field goal range. If we can make this stop, I think they're going to have to be forced to punt. But let's see if they dot up another out route. It's been killing us all game long. They're actually running a screen pass. I'm all over that. We get our 2nd consecutive sack. Sharif Floyd with his 1st of the ball game, as there's no way the Lions can do anything on this drive. Have to punt to us, and hopefully we can go ahead and score another touchdown and put this game out of reach. So 3rd down and inches. I'm going to try something a little wild right here. I did not know this playbook had a free safety sub at the quarterback position on the Wildcat. And right here, this is the guy that came in for Harrison Smith. Runs all the way down to the 36-yard line, as that's a pretty lit play. So like I said, if you didn't know, there is a free safety at quarterback sub package in the Wildcat on the Browns playbook. And I have had a lot of people asking what playbook I do use in this series, and that is the Browns offense and the Browns defensive playbook. So we are going to stay in the split Brown formation this time around and bring back in Marshawn Lynch. And we've been running the ball all over the Detroit Lions this drive, like 5-6 yards a carry easily. As I say that, we still pick up about 4 or 5. As Marshawn Lynch gets injured, that's not what you want to see. Holding his right arm. Now this is the thing. Let's see if Madden's realistic. He's holding his right arm, or it might have been his right hand or wrist. Let's see if his injury is actually something to his right side. It's probably going to be like a goddamn broken penis or something. 3rd down and 6. Not going to do anything fancy. Just, try to pick up the first down. Nothing stupid, though. Throw it over the middle to Stephon Diggs. And that's going to make it a 3rd down and short. Who cares about a field goal? We do have Justin Tucker, but we've been killing it out of the I formation, the I form pro. We're going to bring in our backup running back, which is, it actually put in, I think, Ripkowski at running back instead of Dalvin Cook. So that's not what I wanted to happen. But let's see if Ripkowski can pick up the 4th down and 1. Ripkowski, up the middle, doesn't get it. F. Well, Marshawn Lynch has a dislocated elbow. That's not good. So Latvius Murray is going to have to be our running back for the rest of the game. That's got to be an interception. The keep to lead goes up, and that just poop. Whoa. Did we actually get that pick? So we get an interception. This guy, I got to see who this guy is. This dude who's taking over for Harrison Smith, is he even a safety? I don't even remember having him on the team. Who is, there he is, Eric Murray, 70 overall. Dalvin Cook, touchdown, his 2nd carry of the game. Never mind, I'm an imbecile. But we do get a huge carry back into field goal range, as this game's pretty much over. Just trying to run the clock out and make sure we get this W and get as few players as possible injured, because goddamn, we already had Harrison Smith and Marshawn Lynch injured in this game. I might have to tweak the injury sliders, because too many players get injured, dude. It's like a player gets injured every single play. I understand. I like the additions of actually having linemen get injured in this year's game, but it's a player, like every at least 3 or 4 plays, somebody gets injured, and it's a little bit ridiculous. So if you guys think I should turn down the injury sliders, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to do that for next episode, because I'm sure you guys don't want to see your favorite players get injured so much. I'm not going to turn them off, but I'm thinking about just turning the slider down a little bit, so it's a little bit less common that all of our players get freaking hurt. 3rd down and 10, play action pass. We're about to get sacked. We're rolling out, and we get sacked regardless. Hayden with the sack. Isn't it? I guess that was a cornerback blitz, I think. I'm not sure if that was their cornerback, but anyways, 48-yard field goal. We didn't get Justin Tucker for no reason. Get to show off his leg for the first time in this ball game. Kick is up, and it is right down the middle. That might have been good from 60-something. Uh-oh. I'm on Tinder, and they're about to break a big touchdown. Uh-oh. Xavier Rhodes gets them. I'm right there, and I don't know how to get that pick. They about caught the football, and they're going to go for it, which they should. Booth review. If they catch this, if they caught that, I'm going to be a little sad. Overturned. Play on the field is overturned. Let's see if the refs got it right. I feel like I should have got that pick, though. I'm literally right there. And, yeah, he actually did drag his feet. So, at least that's the one play they overturned. I still find it funny that they have plays overturned in a video game. But anyways, it's a 10-point ball game. They're about to make this extra point with a minute left to go. If they somehow come back and win this game, I'm going to give away my channel. I'll give away my channel in the comments to somebody that comments on the video. But I really don't think they are going to come back. Hey, I want to tell you guys a little tidbit that I learned from somebody close within the community. So apparently, unless you're down in the fourth quarter, it is 100% impossible to recover an onside kick in this year's game. And it's just a fact. Like, it's actually in the game to be impossible to recover an onside kick. And I think that's pretty freaking stupid. Touchdown! Julio Jones, as that is not going to be a touchdown. Second time I did that in this game. But Julio Jones with his second reception, or I think it's actually his third reception of the ball game, having a big game. Not necessarily a huge game, but some big catches regardless, as that is actually enough to do it for this ball game, as we're going to run the football. 3 receptions for 65 yards. Not bad in his debut as a Minnesota Viking. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, game, set, match. Vikings are still undefeated on this season as we beat one of our divisional rivals, the Detroit Lions, 24-14 to improve to 4-0 on the year. Easy peasy. The only real problem we had in that game was that stupid pick I threw in the first quarter. And aside from that, it was smooth sailing. We did go down 7-0, but ended the game on a 24-7 run. But with that said, let's check out the final stats from the ball game. Teddy Bridgewater, almost perfect, aside from that one throw, which was obviously my fault. 10 of 12, 261 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Matthew Stafford had a pretty good game. Matt was pretty good. 16 of 20, 152 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Rushing-wise, Theo Reddick had 63 yards on 12 carries. Actually, he was the leading rusher. Didn't really think he had that many yards. But Marshawn Lynch, hopefully he's not out for too long, because if he is, I'm going to be sad. But Dalvin Cook had 25, Latavius Murray had 19, and receiving-wise, Eric Ebron led both teams with 6 receptions, but my boy Stephon Diggs had 71 yards, and Julio had 65 with a touchdown reception. Gerald Everett had the other touchdown, and the other one went to Kyle Rudolph. And defensively, we had Shahir Whitehead had double the tackles of anybody else in the ballgame, and sack-wise, we had a lot. So, 2 new injuries, and this normally means that they're out for multiple weeks. So Harrison Smith and Marshawn Lynch are going to be out for a long freaking time. We have 4 star players out for 4 weeks or more. So Harrison Smith out for 4, Marshawn Lynch out for 6, and Levante David out for 4. Now here's a big question I need to pose to you guys, because he's out for 6 weeks. He won't be back. I don't know why I was looking at my clock. He won't be back until week, I think, 11. Because if that counts as week 5, so he'll be out until week 11. And we have 3 running backs that are talented. We need to trade one of them away still, because I don't want to have 3 talented running backs in the playoffs. So, do we need to trade away Marshawn Lynch instead of Latavius Murray? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And do we do anything at these 2 positions? Like, should we get another free safety? Should we get another right outside linebacker? That sucks that so many talented players are getting injured for us. But with that said, before I forget, I am going to turn the slider for injury down. Injuries are already down to 40, but I think I'm going to put it down to at least like 35, because it's getting a little bit ridiculous. With all that said, the episode does kind of end on a negative note, but all that matters, well, not all that matters, but it does matter a lot that we do win and improve to 4-0 on the year. So advancing to the next week, see who we are going to be taking on, and we are going to be taking on the 1-3 Chicago Bears. So if we look at our division, we're still 2 games ahead of first place, taking on the Packers next week. So if all goes well, we should at least be 3 games ahead of everybody else in the division if we win the next 2 games. But with that said, boys, that is going to do it for today's episode. Be sure to let me know in the comment section below about what I just said about should we go ahead and trade away Marshawn Lynch instead of Latavius Murray, because we'll be without him for the next 6 weeks in this series. Let me know, and maybe we can get another running back. I don't know. All up to you guys. But be sure to leave your trade suggestions in the comment section below, and the ones with the most thumbs up will be the ones I use for next episode. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and be sure to turn on your notification bell if you haven't as well. But with that said, I will catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.